I'm John Harwood with the New York Times and CNBC. 2008 may prove better than most political years for surviving charges of flip-flopping, and Barack Obama and John McCain have both set out to test their luck. What makes this environment more forgiving is the presidential style of the incumbent. George W. Bush has been steadfast on Iraq, tax cuts, and the role of government, and his low approval ratings show voters want something new. McCain showed his flexibility early in the campaign, embracing the Bush tax cuts he had opposed in the Senate. Last week, Obama scrapped his commitment to negotiate an agreement with McCain to remain within the public financing system this fall. Each candidate will use these shifts in position to attack the other's trustworthiness and hope voters care more about the shift than about the position. Voters sometimes let flip-flops go. Ronald Reagan won re-election even though he raised taxes in 1982 after cutting them a year earlier, but other times they don't. George H.W. Bush lost the presidency after abandoning his no new taxes pledge, and John Kerry paid a significant price 4 years ago from voters' judgment that he'd reversed field on the Iraq War. The summer transition from primary to general election is ripe for shifts in emphasis, if not outright flip-flops. Since beating Hillary Clinton with populist rhetoric on trade and taxes, Obama has declared himself a free trader while signaling the possibility of cutting corporate taxes and delaying some tax hikes on the wealthy. The common thread, as with Obama's decision to avoid the spending limits of public financing, is the portrayal of the Illinois senator as a pragmatic rather than ideologically rigid politician. With last week's decision to abandon his support for a federal moratorium on offshore oil drilling, McCain signaled the same thing, that he'd respond boldly to $4 a gallon gas. The candidates have 4 more months for repositioning as they chase swing voters. McCain may find additional flip-flops harder to resist. In this month's NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, majorities of voters rated both men highly for being honest and straightforward. But Obama enjoyed a double-digit edge in the proportion rating him highly for sharing your positions on the issues. In the presidential race overall, Obama led 47% to 41%.